Well, it's going to end up being the coldest air mass of the season and the largest lake effect snow outbreak of the season for Monday and Tuesday. I'm AccuWeather.com meteorologist Bernie Rayno. It's really going to be a big change, too, for much of the country here, because as we head into the weekend, it's going to be fairly mild, but that will be changing pretty quickly Sunday into Monday. Here's the storm system, by the way, that's going to be doing it. It's across the northern Rockies and the Pacific Northwest as we speak. This system is going to be coming eastward, and then it's going to be intensifying. So by the time we get into our Sunday, this is what the weather pattern is going to look like. And the one thing I want you to concentrate on is look at the steepness of this trough across the eastern part of the United States. And keep in mind, with the low centered right just south of James Bay, that means the air, look where it's coming from, right into the Northwest Territories. So all of this cold air that's been building up there and up in Alaska is going to be coming up and down right into the Midwest and into the Northeast. We'll put it into motion again Sunday night, Monday morning, Monday night, and you can see how deep this trough is. And again, look where the air's coming from, right from the poles all the way down into the southeastern United States. So the cold isn't just going to be for the Midwest and Northeast. This is going to make its presence known all the way down into the deep south. I'll show you the surface pattern. You can see what I mean. Here's an intense storm system, of course, with this intense storm system and the cold lake effects going to be occurring. But I'll zoom in. Here's the storm. We'll zoom back out, and you can see the movement off to the north and east. And I want you to focus on these blue lines. These are our thickness lines. I want you to watch how everything moves southward over a 24-hour period. So that means the core of the cold air is right in here. That's going to be across Kentucky and Tennessee as we head into your Tuesday morning. Another thing to notice with the wind flow, the isobars being shaped the way they are, this means that the cold air should find its way right down the Florida Peninsula as well. Lots of wind on the backside of this storm system. I want to go back. This is Sunday night, and you can see that the wind is coming right out of the northwest. You zoom in, and you can see how these lines are tight together, the isobars. Well, think of this as pipes, these lines. It's like the thickness of a pipe, and the atmosphere is the fluid. Well, if you're taking this fluid and you're putting it into a pipe and then you constrict the size of the pipe, you have to increase the fluid or the water speed. Well, the wind works the same way. I want to show you the low-level jet here. This is pretty impressive. This is Sunday evening. And this is showing, this orange is where the low-level jet is 50 knots or greater. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to get sustained winds to that strength, but I do believe that 50 mile per hour wind gusts are certainly within the realm of the possibility from Indianapolis, St. Louis, Des Moines, Sioux Falls, Sioux City, all the way up into Minnesota and probably toward Green Bay, Chicago, Milwaukee. This whole area is going to be extremely windy on Sunday. Again, wind gusts at least 40. I could see over 50 miles per hour in this whole area. And also in the Midwest, you'll have wind gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour as well. So we have the cold, we have the wind, and that means we're going to have lots of lake effect to talk about. I want to go to Monday morning here, and what you have to remember is that this air mass is cold enough for lake effect. What decides, or what dictates where the bands are going to be moving is the wind direction. So you're talking about northwest winds coming off of Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, and Lake Huron. Meanwhile, Lake Erie and Ontario, as we head into Monday, it's more out of the west. So initially, I think the snow bands stay probably just south of Buffalo, but also south of the New York State Thruway. Going from Buffalo, Rochester to Syracuse. However, in time, as this low pulls away and other energy wraps in behind it, you'll notice then by Monday evening, now everybody's in the west to northwest flow. So some of the snow belts that do well in the northwest flow are going to get absolutely hammered. The Keweenaw Peninsula, I think we're looking at 1 to 2 feet here. Northwest Indiana, look at, I'm not sure if it's 2 feet because I think the bands may be moving a little bit, but there may be a widespread 6 to 12 inches of snow in northwest Indiana over a 24-hour period. And that could mean major problems along Interstate 80 or the Indiana State Toll Road. Northern Lower Peninsula, northwest favored areas will do well. And we're going to get lots of snow even down the spine of the Appalachians from the Allegheny Mountains in southwestern Pennsylvania all the way into West Virginia, and the snow belt south of Buffalo and between Buffalo and Erie are going to do well. Even Pittsburgh in the west of Pittsburgh or east of Pittsburgh in this higher ground is going to do well. So lots of snow, northwest belts. There will be considerable amount of blowing and drifting and some major travel delays in and around the lakes Monday into Tuesday. So easily the coldest air mass of the season, and a widespread lake effect outbreak, and probably no doubt the biggest of the season. We'll keep you updated throughout the week.